Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums. It is I, Captain Stephen XO, and today, chums, I have an ideas video. Yes, for you guys, out there in viewer world. This ideas video is going to be simply mind-blowing. Heck yes. So yeah, this ideas video is around cooking. Now at the moment, you can only hand in your cooked goods to Kronos, and it's freaking painful as. Yes, you're going to be there for hours handing in those things to Kronos, and that's not good. Heck no, it's not. So this ideas video is improving upon that. Now up inside of the Spastations, you can see my ship over there, we've got the appearance modifier over there, and so forth and so on, and a door that's quite useful over there. It's got NPCs you can recruit. But over this side, we have a room full of nothing. There is nothing in this room, and there has been nothing in this room for quite some time. This room is pretty much unused and underutilized. Yeah, nothing in here, nothing to be seen. But here we go. If I go out of this room and head back in, I'm going to display to you the idea that I have. And the eagle-eyed amongst you may say, hold on, Captain Steve, that's a minor settlement. Yes, you are right, it is a minor settlement, but I'm doing this to display an idea that what could lurk behind this door. I'm hoping to these to be more like the Cantina Bar out of Star Wars. Maybe there could be a band playing or some gnarly tunes, and there's a chef in here and also a little missions agent. Now the little missions agent in here might want things that the cook will not supply, like in that case, and they'll give you quite a handsome reward for helping them out, and it's always sort of baked goods, apart from when you go to a Corvax system, but we'll get to Corvax in a mo. Let's talk to the agent and the cook behind the bar, the kitchen merchant. Hello there, kitchen merchant. Ignore that it says technology merchant. He's a cook. He's a freaking cook. Heck yes. And there you go. You can hand in quantities of 50 to him and 10 to the other chap. And yeah, you're going to get large quantities of units. Heck yes, you are. From a gang system, you're going to get units. So there we go. Now I'm up inside of a Viking system. Let's head on in through the doors. And just to show you, this area is completely freaking empty yet again, chums. It is indeedy doody. It has a slightly different layout. You can actually learn words in there and get a few other bits and bobs. Yeah, but it's still empty. It's still freaking empty. Let's go out of the doors and let's head back in and work some magic into this room. Heck yes. Okay, to just mix it up a bit, this time I'm going to ignore the chap sitting on the sofa, and I'm going to head on over to the chef. We're going to go see the cookery merchant. Heck yes, hello there, cook merchant or chef. Ignore again that it says technology merchant, but here you go. I can hand in meaty stews and other meaty meats in batches of 50. Now they are quite simple things to process, so the rewards are quite low. But when you talk to the guy that's a sofa sort of dweller in here, they may offer you a lot more quicksilver. But they are going to want baked goods that are a lot harder to craft. I mean the leg meat, not so much, but you will have to murdicate quite a lot of creatures to get the leg meat in order to serve that up a treat. So the Viking are offering up quicksilver for your cooked and baked goods and murdered carcasses of creatures, which is pretty darn sweet. I think that rings true to their race and their kind. Right, so next up, we've got the Corvax. So let's head on in through these doors. Oh look, there's a traveller over there. Pretty snazzy, pretty snaky. Let's head in through these doors, and as you can see, it's quite empty. Yeah, we've got a table in there though, pretty nice, and some chairs, lovely. We're going to head back out, and we're going to head back in, and we're going to work our magic on this room with an idea. So here you go, let's head on in. And like I say, I would like these to be more active, more like a bar or a cantina or a cafe of some kind, you know, rather than having this sort of layout. Something new, but this is just to demonstrate an idea. Okay, brilliant. So here we go. They're actually asking for pet eggs, so you can hand in pet eggs for nanites. They may ask for certain types of pet egg, and then they may ask for random handing as well. But yes, they want to study your pet to turn it into nanites, which is pretty darn sinister, but there you go, that's the Corvax for you. Well, let's head on over to here, and let's interact with this guy. Again, ignore the fact that it says technology merchant. He's a chef, he's a cook. Yes, and here you go, you can hand in silicon eggs or chewy wires, or even aloe flesh. So yeah, the aloe flesh is one of the harvestable harvestable plants on the planet. So it may ask you for a harvestable plant that's in the nearby vicinity or neighbouring planet. But yes, you should be able to hand those in for nanites with the actual Corvax. So depending on what you need, units you go to GEC. If you want Quicksilver, you go to the Viking, and nanites you would come here to the actual Corvax. And I'm thinking that each of these rooms for each of these different races could have a galactic trade terminal. And inside of the terminus it offers different cooked goods or recipe components, but not to make it too easy. Obviously not offering up the components you need to craft the items that the actual person wants within inside of these actual rooms, because that would just make it too darn simple. So yeah, it has to be randomized to some degree, but yeah, there might be an off chance you might get one or two of the ingredients and get lucky, I suppose, but there we go. I'm thinking it could just be a baked goods sort of repository, and you can hand in your other baked goods that you may have surplus of, but at a very lower amount than what you would normally get from Kronos. I'm thinking it just offers you up nanites. However, on planet surfaces, if you come across one of these pylons right now, it gives you a random location of something in neighbouring vicinity. Because this one here, I think, is just going to offer me a minor settlement. Yes, yeah, minor settlement. Detected. But if you go over to them, maybe it could offer you the ability to hand in everything that's inside of your nutrient processor. And you can choose there whether to have units, nanites, or Quicksilver for your whole batch of cooked and baked goods. And the idea is it gets sent to all the different stations in neighbouring vicinities. There we go. So I'm thinking there's a few things that we could have to improve handing and turning in your cooked goods. But also, if you eat said cooked goods, then you don't get many effects at the moment. But I'm thinking there's quite a lot of different camera filters and planet filters to tones and colours. So why not make it so if you eat something that's slightly obnoxious to your system, maybe the nip-nip, or maybe the silicon eggs like I've just gone and yammed up, maybe it could just cycle through all the different filters as you're walking around and give you some sort of gnarly visual effects, maybe some geometric lines, or make things look like they're melting. Yes, some sort of visual display error within inside of your exosuit. Or maybe it's even biological errors going on with your visual cortex. But yeah, here you go, here's some gnarly filters to actually demonstrate roughly what I'm getting at. But I'm thinking, yeah, you know, you can actually have things start looking like they're moving, or going wavy-davy, or ripply patterns, all that sort of stuff. And I'm thinking the GEC nip, because you're going to be smelling of this stuff, maybe the GEC will actually favour you a little more. Maybe the GEC will offer you giant discounts, or give you 4 times the amount of units. If you have ideas, please add them in the comments out there in viewer world. And until next time, people, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. I want to say a massive, great big thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thank you to my backers over on Patreon and on YouTube membership. If you do want to support this channel, you could just not skip my adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or stay with Captain Steve a little bit longer and hit something on this screen. Heck, yes. There's also merch on this screen now. Awesome!